welcome to today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're covering Stage 2 of Finnish Brutality 2022, Contact Right. Alright, so we see a return of the Sisu that we saw in Finnish Brutality 2021. And what we're doing here is we are engaging targets on the move to the right side of the vehicle. You have 6 targets you have to engage. One, a fairly large IPSC style target, and the other one, a small gong. You have a bonus for each one of these you tag. So you have the potential to get 6 bonuses or 30 seconds off your time, 5 seconds per target. Once you have completed the firing, the vehicle will come to the stop, and as you exit the rear of the vehicle, then their timer begins. And then what have you got to do? You've got a series of IEDs, which look suspiciously like 120mm mortar cans, but I digress. You have to move them to different positions around your battle space. So you go to the first position, you start engaging your targets, get your hits, and then move the IED up to the next position, and then fall back to the third position, engage targets, drag your IED to the forward position, fall back, and so on until you've moved all the IEDs forward and then moved them all back, and then the stage is over. So what have you got going on here? You've got accuracy going on, you've got physical exertion, and you've got muzzle awareness, because you're moving all over this battlefield and you have to be very cognizant of not breaking the 180. Let's go ahead and take a look and see how it went down. Alright, starts off with banging the cab, trying to get the targets. They're hard to see here, and they were hard to see that day. And use of the magnifier really helped. As you can see with the haze and everything, the magnifier helped cut through the haze. I mean, the distance was less than 100 meters, so it technically wasn't necessary as far as an aiming device goes, but for helping you see, it was pretty essential. Yeah, dead round there. I had a bad batch of ammo or something. On that burst of fire, I actually got a hit. That's the one bonus I got.
Ready? Ready?
And then moving out, grabbing the can. You had to get it out of there and move it forward, making sure it was completely in the hole. Drop it, and then move to your next firing position. Muzzle awareness is key here. Advancing forward with the can wasn't particularly difficult for your muzzle awareness thing. It's when you had to move backwards down range that you had to really be cognizant. Saw a lot of people get tripped up by this. Here begins the safety dance. Went extra slow, really. Just wanted to make sure I did not break the 180. When you travel across an ocean to go to this match, the last thing you want to do is DQ yourself by doing something stupid. Again, having a little malfunction there. Got some bad ammo because just racking it seemed to solve the problem. Again, the kabuki dance to not break the 180. When this is over, the RL tells me I was doing pretty good. It feels like I am literally running in waist-deep mud. Feels like I'm moving like pond water, but he said it was a pretty good time, and yeah, when I looked at the scores, it wasn't bad. It wasn't the best by any means, but nothing to be embarrassed about. Almost breaking the 180. Can didn't go in, and luckily pointed at the deck, didn't break the 180, but man, I was close there for sure.
Great job. Unload and make clear. Bring it out. Hammer down. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Oh, felt slow as shit.
Hit for fight, hit for fight. Not bad time at all.
Oh, cool.
Felt slow, but it sounds like I had a good time.
Yeah, steady. Good hits.
Yeah. If you take your time and get your hits, it's time well spent. I gotta tell you, completing the stage, I was smoked. And rather surprised for the RO to tell me I did really good, because I felt like I was moving in slow motion the whole time. Just thinking pretty much when I started the return trip and placing the IEDs, like, oh my God, the buzzer's going to go off any minute. Oh my God, I'm moving so slow, the buzzer's going off any minute. I was surprised I got all my shots off without it going off. And I was even more surprised when the RO told me, hey, that's a pretty good time. 70 out of 134. Not the most spectacular time, but right there in the middle. Nothing to be embarrassed about. And I got to tell you, it felt a lot worse than that. But it just goes to show, don't quit, do your best, and you'll be surprised at the end. This was a super awesome stage. I mean, you're getting to fire from a moving vehicle. While somewhat becoming common at brutality matches and most other matches, that just flat out doesn't happen. And the fact that doing it from the vehicle could apply to your score. If you got your hits on the move, you got a bonus for it. Another cool thing of the stage, real world practicality. You're moving a heavy object around the battlefield. It's a common thing. Ask anybody who's soldiering. If you're not pure 0311 grunt, you're probably carrying something big and bulky and heavy around the battlefield in addition to your weapon. And this was just awesome. It plays to that necessity of warfare and very realistic stage. It just set the tone of what was a great match. And let's go on to stage 3.